The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. The Wolverines will kick it away first. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes offense will take the field first. Last time these two met, Ohio State didn't just fight that team across the field. They pretty much knocked them out, stomping Michigan.
Yeah, it was a heavyweight knockout, too. They were throwing haymakers right from the opening bell. We know that Ohio State recruits at such a high caliber, and they're consistently pumping guys into the NFL. First-round talent as well. Last year's game, all of their best players, they showed up big.
And Michigan had no answer, and now does Michigan have an answer this year? Because it's another talented Buckeye team. Every year you're going to play the Buckeyes, they're going to be talented. Michigan has to make the game physical. Michigan has to play their brand of football if they want to change the outcome.
Plows through the defense. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down.
Well, we knew this offense came into this one wanting to establish the run on their first 3 plays of the game in their own end. Run, 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 but they don't pick up the first down. Now it'll be interesting to see if they continue running the football their next time out.
Football, nowadays it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter.
Think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse.
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
The give out of the gun. Nice move there. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Looking to throw again. This time it's complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
In the backfield, what am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole. Quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on second down, and now it's 3rd down. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these.
He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab to the 25, and there's room. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Down to cover. He's looking to pass. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Using his legs, it's ball. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's crease corn. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 30-running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who could make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right?
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine! What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense
pulls it in down the sideline. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Scanning the field, it's Sayet. Gets away from one. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They'll snap it from the 34 on first and 10. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They've got a first and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes a connection. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws for the tight end. And they will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Bell. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Wants to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Brock. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The kick is on its way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. To play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
So now it's second and long. To throw, it's Sayet. Gets it out quickly.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Knifing through, making the play in the backfield, and they can use a timeout and try to force them to punt. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Wolverines need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He lofts one down the sideline. Comes from the 35-yard line. On the run, it's Peoples.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Strong. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And that one will give them the lead. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Carr. Under fire. Makes the catch. It's Cleescorn. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. He's close to the 1st down, and they're going to mark him just a little short. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his tight end. Turns it on in midfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap. Run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody.
Purdy on the Jets. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a 1st down. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Tight end now in motion. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the...
Touchdown, Ohio State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That might be the proverbial 4th quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control. To the air, it's Carr. Quick strike complete. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They just keep firing. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Unloads to the right. It's caught. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Wants to go up top on first down. They get to him as he throws. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Forced out of the pocket. How about that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit? Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick.
Everything going their way right now. Last drive they score, special teams goes out, they execute the onside kick. You need a touchdown now. Can your offense deliver for you here late in the game?
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's loose. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. That's caught. It's Marsh. They'll stop him short on third down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Yeah, and I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop. You can save every second you have.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. No need to look right or left, just kick it right down the middle for the game. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through. And Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones.